I was speaking to Yvonne Boag, who has just pocketed a nice little amount of cash for her painting, having won the Calleen Art Award. Now, Yvonne, it's quite a spectacular painting, but before we look at the painting, can you tell us a bit of your background?
I live in Sydney. I have a studio there, and I spend quite a bit of time in South Korea. Over the last 20 years I've been going there. I spend a few months a year working there. I studied in Adelaide Art School, and lived in Melbourne and lived in Sydney, and actually come from Glasgow, Scotland.
Is this your first entry in the Calleen?
No, I've had my work hung in the Calleen maybe 3 times before, and I've entered more times than that and not always been hung, but I always try.
Good. Now, the painting itself is quite spectacular. Can you give us a little bit of information about it?
Yes, I made this one in Seoul. Near where I live there's a mountain called Namsan Mountain, means East Mountain, and I walk up there's a beautiful park, and I often go walking in the park. And in Seoul you have very distinct seasons, and the spring season from winter to spring is a dramatic change from white and black sort of background to a multiple of colours because of the azaleas and all the beautiful flowering plants and the spring blossoms and things. And this is sort of spring, summer, this one. I've done a painting that's of winter and of autumn. And I call this one Pathways Namsan Park.
So it's basically a Korean-inspired painting?
Yes.
And the colours are quite startling too.
Yes, yeah. The colours have been influenced by Korean art and by Korean clothing, which is very primary colour.
And with this painting, that will finance a lot more painting, I presume?
It will. It means that I can continue to spend a couple of months of the year, especially this year, over in Seoul, because it's not easy, because I'm now working full-time as an artist. And it just gives me a bit of freedom for a few more months. And I'm really appreciating that. Yeah.
And are you hung in other galleries?
Yes, I'm in a lot of galleries in Australia, the National Gallery, Canberra, and New South Wales Art Gallery. I can't remember all, but many galleries, and I'm in collections in Korea and Europe. Yeah.
With this painting, is it typical of your previous work?
It is, yes, because I tend to work in sort of shapes. The shapes and the colours are very emotive. The colours my colours aren't realistic. They're an emotional response to what I see. And the colours have meaning. When I'm doing urban landscapes, the meaning of the colour is something that may have happened in that area, or yeah.
Right, well thank you for sharing that with us, and I'm assuming that you will be back next year.
I hope so, yes. I'll keep trying every year. I try, and it's a really good prize to be in, and it's a great honour to have won it. I mean, I've been, 10 years I've been having a go.
Trying. But now you've made it, and
yeah.
so all the best to you.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Thank you.